And good morning. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live. It's Friday.
And I got a new hat.
Hey, look at that. That's a sweet looking
you go.
cap you got there.
I need a haircut.
Capo. Yeah, it's Friday. We've got a cloudy start today. 5-day weather forecast coming up shortly. First off, let's dig into our headlines this morning. Premier David Eby says he had a heartbreaking phone call with the father of a 12-year-old British Columbia boy who killed himself after falling prey to online sextortion. And he hopes to honor the boy by seeking more online protections for youth.
I would agree with all that. You can go ahead and read that story on Kelowna Now. We won't go too far into depth. It shares a lot of David Eby's thoughts on it. Definitely a tragic situation where a 12-year-old boy
all too common
feels
as
the
well.
need to take his life from sextortion that takes place. Definitely, like trying to educate your own children, make sure they're not online and being coerced into sharing pictures or other kind of the thoughts and stuff like that
Boy, the conversations parents have to have these days. I just don't understand. Do we not have the tools in the toolkit to deal with this stuff like right now? Like,
I don't know. The online stuff might be tougher to deal with because a lot of it's probably hidden though too, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people wouldn't bring it forward because obviously, the child isn't going to bring it forward if they feel that they've done something wrong as well, right? So.
Yeah. All right, well, the Coquihalla, if you're driving, has had dense fog and rain turning to snow. We've got pictures coming up shortly. Actually, we've got some right now. I guess we'll have some more as well, but it does look like the roads this morning, high above the snow line, are in a bit of, what do you call it? Not disrepair, but
there's some
sloppy.
weather threatening the highway conditions. This road report brought to you by CSN Collision. So we got a few road things to talk about. We had Highway 97 reopening after a multi-vehicle Lake Country crash overnight that caused the closure. It's now open in both directions. Road was fully closed from 6 p.m. Thursday after a multi-vehicle crash at Barrie Road. It was reopened southbound at about 5:20 a.m. There was a large response from police and medics in the aftermath of the crash. I'm sure some people are trying to make their way to Kelowna or Vernon for work, either way. It looked like it was a very serious accident.
And a reminder that the road just north of Summerland there, which they've been closing at 11 o'clock pretty reliably.
Depends on which way you're going between Peachland and Summerland.
Yeah.
That's right. So,
but they're saying it's not going to be closed down during the holidays now until
that's right.
After January 1st.
It should be smooth sailing. So there you go. Well, I don't know, smooth sailing, but there's no closures planned during the Christmas holidays. So, yeah. And then we're just going to repeat this story. ICBC reminds drivers to stay vigilant over the holidays. Don't become part of the stats. We talked about this last night because on average, 457 people are injured, 2 people are killed, and over 1,770 crashes in BC over the winter holidays. The 5-year average between December 24 and December 26, 2 people are killed each year in MVAs, motor vehicle accidents. So again, be prepared, make sure you have the right tires, washer fluid, all those things make sense. Don't tailgate, don't pass unnecessarily, adjust your speed, and leave yourself lots of time. And then the last thing on roads is drinking and driving this holiday season. Also, don't be a stat or hurt somebody or yourself. If you're going to drink and drive, there's taxi cabs, there's U-Ride, and there's Uber now, and there's transit in some cases, right? Or just call a friend.
All good, solid advice. Yeah. Up at Big White, they have also been getting some of this snow, obviously, and now have 66 runs open, mild temperatures, and a bluebird day ahead tomorrow. Looks like it'll be cloudy and maybe a little socked in here this morning, but,
You're heading up, aren't
nice.
you?
Yeah, we're heading up on the 27th.
So we're going to get some snow reports from the Jason Mann. Well, me and Marcy take care of the news while he's up there enjoying fresh powder. Do you ski a lot when you're up there, or just the kids?
Ski. Yeah.
That's are the kids skiers or snowboarders?
Skiers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and we've actually, I will shout out the Big White Ski School. Like, have been so grateful to be able to have the kids go to the Big White Ski School and actually learn how. So it's taken obviously the pressure off me, and they ski way better than I do now. So it's tough to keep up with them, but it's a great ski school.
Are you more of like a yard sale skier?
No, I'm more of a dipsy doodler, I would say. Slow and easy. Greens and blues.
We used to say yard sale when people did a bailout. I don't know if that's still a thing.
It is. It is. Yeah. No, I don't splay out. I even like to take a few little jumps, but.
Well, you have to get some video of your few little jumps.
Okay.
To show us.
All right. Well, we're going to move to the X-Files.
Yeah, we had some screen captures of. Not that one. Did you get the duck one? Yeah, the ducks. No, not that one.
We'll show you those sloppy roads.
So is this like, when you change your mind, like the ducks, they get the first snowfall and they're just like coming out of the duck house and they're just like, hey, this is awesome.
Maybe not so awesome.
Okay, that was enough. Back in the house. Back in. And there's another group just like, hey, look, we're outside, stretch our wings. And
it's kind of like Groundhog Day. It's sort of like, maybe this winter is still happening.
And I don't know who decides they're going back in. There you go. That's what we feel like sometimes when we look and see who's still running the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we had another one there. That's the food bank line in Toronto right now.
Yeah, I heard Christia Friedland talking about
more and more
about the food bank line at her church becoming quite a bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. And then there's another shot there. The Globe and Mail one. I don't know if you have that one. No, that's okay. We can pass on that one anyway. I asked Grock in our Ask Grock section for, look at that cool graphic, Ask Grock. I asked Grock to provide a prediction of Bank of Canada interest rates for the next year based on available data.
And Grock said...
Grock says, I think Grock's just as good as any analyst. It seems that Bank of Canada may start cutting interest rates in 2024, with some sources suggesting a 50 basis point cut in the third quarter, another 50 points in the fourth quarter. That would bring the overnight rate down to 4 by the end of 2024, which is still above the previous neutral target of 2. In summary,
that's summer though. Grock is saying the cuts wouldn't come until summer, whereas maybe others have said earlier.
I think some people are calling for March. So we'll see how good Grock is at predicting the future, though. I've actually, and it says, I asked it if it continues in the conversation, like when I ask you questions, does it keep track of all my previous conversations? And it says it does, and it even addresses me by name. So interesting.
I find ChatGPT loses the thread fairly quickly.
Well, I think in ChatGPT, the world ended in April 2023. To some people, it may seem like that as well. I did watch a video this morning on ChatGPT 5. That looks like at another level, like completely at another level. We can talk about it next week, maybe, or something like that. Or maybe
we should actually do an Energize show on the AI stuff. Some of the unique functions that they've created now for even ChatGPT.
It's pretty overwhelming, and the thing is, as it gets smarter, it will accelerate itself because it's learning. It's a learning module that doesn't go to sleep. Like we work our productivity probably in a day. Most people are productive for, like 2 hours a day, like at their peak productivity. AI is productive 24 hours a day, and it doesn't, stop to go to the bathroom, stop to do anything, right? It just works, and it accelerates learning. Do you know what I mean? Like it accelerates it in a like a crazy pace, right? So what we see today in the world will be a lot different later. The good news out of that, technology may solve a lot of the problems that we have right now as in a more abundant world.
No question. There will be some nasties to deal with along the way, but the benefits, I'm sure, will balance it all out.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
You want to do some weather?
Yeah, let's take a look.
This will be your last weather report for like a week.
Well, I might just come in anyways and do one.
There you go.
Okay.
You could do one from Big White. Yeah. I think maybe you should every day.
I will. I'm happy to.
There you go. He's committed.
So our weather report brought to you by ATB Wealth. Realize your vision of wealth at atbwealth.com/wealth Kelowna. And we are in for a high of 5 degrees today. Good chance of showers throughout the day, and possibly as it dips down to sub-zero, -3 maybe. We could see some flurries. So I don't know if those flurries are going to stick around, but we'll see a little bit of white stuff potentially tonight. Take a look outside. This is actually going to be up on the connector. So it is a little bit nasty at the connector. And then, you can shift to the top of the Coquihalla Summit. It's a little bit messy up there. Maybe not as bad as the last couple of days. And then I think we also have Revelstoke. Yeah, so, and it's not quite as bad. In fact, taking a look at all the webcams going on Highway 1, it's not as bad as the summit there. Quite a bit better along most of the route, but that is the worst of it.
My daughter's driving to Calgary today, so.
It shouldn't be too bad. It'll be a little bit patches and sections, I would say. And then here it is, Kelowna, cloudy start, and we're off to a lovely day. Now, our 5-day weather forecast, looking ahead to tomorrow, sunshine and 0. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous up at the ski hill. For Christmas Eve day, mostly sunny, but you can see a small cloud, and that will be a little bit cloudy overnight.
The one image I'm kind of curious about is Christmas Day. Sunshine, but a snowflake.
Yeah, so that is going to be sunny all day. Things are going to cloud up, and then in the evening or overnight, we might see a
snowflake. I thought maybe that was a picture of you, a snowflake.
Oh, unkind. That's what I say to our kids. Unkind.
There you go. Funny, though.
And 1 degree for Tuesday. And that's enough weather for you then, Jim.
Oh, I cracked myself up. There you go. Is that all we have?
That's
right
it.
Now?
That's it.
We have a couple of live streams we're going to do today. You're going to do one with Natasha Rose.
Yeah, Rosewood.
She's going to predict the future. Or?
I actually don't know what we're going to be talking about today, so it'll be interesting to see.
We're doing one on Christmas gift ideas.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't found some Christmas gifts, we may have some suggestions for you. And I think then we'll do the 4 o'clock news. Then we're going to talk about doing maybe planning for 2024. We can do that in 2024 too, or
yeah, we should do that between Christmas and New Year's, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's a good time to when everything kind of settles down. A good time to plan for your next year.
Yeah,
maybe we can ask Grock to help us.
Ooh, add some firepower.
Maybe Grock can tell us what we need to do. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.